an emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. Taurean Prince is out there with Jackson, and it's Turner and at the center filling out the middle. Down low, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, evidence of the mobility there from Porzingis as he shreds the defense in screen and roll.
Jackson passes to Kuzma. Turner with a screen on Young. Kuzma kicks to Turner. Lock at 6. Johnson over to help. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Shots good from Young.
Nice and composed on that three there. Trey giving his fundamentals all of his attention.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and you know that's going to be goaltending. And here we go, coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
States, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
If via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Pass to Rizichet. Young against Giannis. Young pass to Johnson. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Good on the triple. Porzingis has got 5.
The outside shooting of Porzingis. I mean, his teammates trust his ability to knock those down consistently, and he proved their trustworthy.
That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Young kicks to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Pulls up, high post, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Young with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Porzingis inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Daniels, no good. Bucks trail by 3. Prince wide open. They get the rebound. Giannis on the follow.
Boy, that stick-to-itiveness. Not to give up on that play. Giannis never giving in or giving up.
Here's Young, and the layup is good. 8 points for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Takes it inside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Young. Over Jackson. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ball game. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now Young. He's got 8. Pass to Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Here's Young. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He notched 8 points. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Jackson is out there with Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Young taking his time here. Outside, Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, that is grown man ammonia strength from Porzingis there. How can defenders stop that?
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Here's the floater. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, Ricochet does a nice job of drawing the contact on his way up. Now a chance at the line.
No luck that time either. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. And sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectator.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back to you.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end. Got the better of the defense that time. Easy trip to the rim.
The drive by Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got 6. The Hawks leading. Young outside. Ricochet in the corner. A 3-ball. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jackson with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. It's good from long range.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers. Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
And they double up Antetokounmpo, and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Young. 1:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Two points. That one goes. And now a 3-point Hawks lead.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Giannis making his presence felt down low. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's the teardrop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Dyson Daniel. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Here's Riesesheim. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Riesesheim. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Daniel. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Okongwu. Kennard is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Gay is in at the 4 shot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Atlanta leading by 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gay's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Hawks.
And I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime, if that possession's any indication.
And the defense, to me, looks a little stale, like week-old bread. I mean, they made that way too easy for him. They need to get back into the flow here.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The Hawks leading by 8. Pass to Gay. Back to Alexander Walker. He takes it in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's the 3. Okongwu down low. Guarded by Harris. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Bucks trail by 10. Porter in the corner. On the way, Harris. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis, the pass to Sims. 5 to shoot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, the Bucks miss. That has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Here's Alexander Walker. And the three ball is good. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta. Pass to Trent. Back to Porter. Trent, right side. Sims kicks to Trent. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Sims.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Back to Alexander Walker. Lays it up and banks it in. Alexander Walker's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Porter. Out left to the wing. Portis inside the three-point line. And another basket for Milwaukee.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled in knocking it down off the catch, too.
Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Alexander Walker with the ball. Porter's there. He gets it in there.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. No good. That's the first shot for the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. From deep, Trent. Rebound by the Hawks.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was scoring right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, guard pair, Porter and Trent. Harry Harris is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Porter against Young. And he lays it straight in. Young's got 22.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
And now here comes Young leading the break. Daniels, no good. Bucks trail by 16. Portis for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one.
Does not shoot many from out there, but Portis makes them at a decent clip.
Here's Young, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. A 3-pointer, no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Outside for Jackson. Giannis a screen on Young. Jackson passes to Kuzma. Jackson against Young. Antetokounmpo. Johnson rips down the board.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Young outside. Let's lose a three. Jackson with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Highlight reel stuff from Antetokounmpo. My goodness.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Now Johnson. Now Young. Johnson with a screen on Jackson. No good from three.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
Kuzma. He's off from three. The Hawks leading by 12. Now Young. Gonna go. Kuzma with it, and Young picks him up. Oh, that was something to see.
Good. A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
And down goes the free.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Atlanta.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Young fires. He'll tip it. Saves him with the putback.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Three. Good.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah.
Oh! Here's Young.
Jackson. Milwaukee foul. Jackson. First. Team second.
From long range. Oh, what a shot!
Oh, he brought the rain from deep. And easy to admire Young's confidence. Knows he has the ability to drain it from way outside.
From way back. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. There was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control. Well, terrific, Allie, thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So...
matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. And it's Carter in at the center position.
You're using his frame to set a big pick. Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
Count the basket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Wagner. Banchero outside. Six to shoot. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Daniels. Here's Porzingis. The kick out to Young. Porzingis with a screen on Bain. This one for three. And again, it's Trae Young. Young's got 7.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Atlanta shooting their initial free throws of the game here. Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
Now here's Risacher. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Wagner looking it over. And the dunk by Wagner.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
Young attacking. The kick out to Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And Carroll passes to Bain. Banchero in the post. Johnson on him. And Banchero gets it to go.
I mean, 6'10", about 250. Banchero imposing his will inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. So it's Orlando now, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Pass to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Carter, a screen on Johnson. From deep, Banchero. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Here's Young. And he lays it up and in. Young's got 9.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Brent.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
And Carroll passes to Wagner. Bain against Young. Carter, a screen on Young. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Suggs against Young. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Carter on the wing, pass to Bane. Over Young, and again, it's Orlando converting.
Yeah, really, Bane is more of an inside or outside guy. He has to adjust for the mid-range.
Young looking around. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Here's Young. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now Young with a steal. Into the lane. Count it. Good. Young's got 15.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
From deep, Bane. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. A big-time effort for Trae Young. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in and scoring opportunities.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. Suggs and Bane team up as the back court. And it's Wagner in at the three.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Now here's Bane. He's got 5. Lets it go from deep. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Pass to Daniels. Johnson on the wing. Now Porzingis. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Bane. 4 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Off target with the 3.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Now here's Young. 15 points in the game. Inside, it's Trae Young.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Here's Suggs. Carter on the wing. Bane surveying the D. Back to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Johnson with a bucket. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Bane, the pass to Banchero. The rebound by Atlanta.
Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Young. And he converts the layup. Young's got 19 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Suggs finds Bane. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Fires in the triple. Bane's got 11 points.
And that was deep. But somehow Bane makes that shot look so easy.
Pass to Young. Outside Rizichet. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Okay, do it, KP.
Given Porzingis' overwhelming size, sometimes solid defense isn't enough, especially this close to the rim.
And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risachet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Back to Payne. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 13.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Silky smooth from Trae Young.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 3rd foul so far. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Carter, a screen on Young. On the wing, Bane, guarded by Young. 5 to shoot. To the inside, Carter. No good there. Good D by Porzingis. That'll count. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time.
Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
We've got Luke Kennard. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gay in at power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Now here's Alexander-Walker. Black defending. Okongwu, a screen on Richardson. That 3's off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Kicks it out to Isaac. Inside. Down low. Picked his pocket. Up top, Kennard. Isaac covering. Pass to Gay. Now Alexander Walker. Here's Gay. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Magic trail by 12. On the wing, Richardson. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Richardson's got his first 3 points of the game. Kennard, right side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Pass to De Silva. Now here's Batase. Left side, Richardson. Orlando moving the ball around. Isaac. Rebounded by the Hawks. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars. With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Krejci. Here's Gay. And Batase over to help. Here's Kennard. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter. Magic trail by 11. Black outside. Pass to Isaac. Gay with a rebound. For Atlanta, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Kennard for 3. Buries it from 3. Kennard's got 8.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Pass to De Silva from downtown. And another 3 for Orlando.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
And the foul called on Anthony Black. That's his first foul. Here's Krejci. The 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, that's a great inbounds play. Able to get 3 quick points.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back to you guys."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. Nice shot by Kennard.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Pass to Bataze. Kicks it out to Isaac. Outside Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. And here's Kennard. Back to Okongwu. Krejci, the pass to Okongwu. From outside, off the mark. Isaac left side. There's the steal. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter, on the court for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the 5 spot. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
On the wing, Daniels. Misses the 3. Magic trail by 15.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Hawks?
What stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
There's Young with the 3. Drops in the 3. Young's got 26.
Ice tray, looking cool as ever, just draining it.
And Carroll with a screen on Young. Young against Bain. Counted from distance.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Daniels for 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Now Suggs. Outside Bain. Carter, a screen on Young. Bain, the three is in.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Porzingis against Carter. 6 to shoot. Oh, the shake. Oh,
Nice.
wow. Oh, he jammed it.
A legit 7-footer with that kind of athleticism, I guess Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Bain against Young. Oh, he jams it right back at him.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Now Porzingis. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Magic trail by 13. Outside Bain. Outside Banchero. Here's Wagner. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
The Hawks lead by 13. Young inside. He's covered by Suggs. Johnson outside. Let's loose for three. Money from three.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Hawks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
Really impressive what he did tonight. Total control of the offense, dropping dimes. They're going to look for him to lead the way again tonight.
Here's Banchero. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
It's off.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Suggs against Young. Good on the shot.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Bain fires from way outside. And that time also a missed shot. Fires away from way outside. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Tuesday.
Here we go.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now the starting group. For Orlando, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bain. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the center position.
Plenty of muscle from Carter on that dunk. Wow.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not, and he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Banchero passes to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot, and it's Carter missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
Carter sets the pick for Bain. Rebound, Milwaukee. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Suggs against Jackson. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Bain. Banchero finds Bain. The putback goes back up. Banchero, that's good.
And great attention to detail from Banchero on the play, making sure he's there to get the ball and send it back.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Guys, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. First free throw is good. Allen 6'10", GA. Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Magic making a change here. Banchero's checked in.
In for the Magic, number 5.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Giannis. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Turner with the steal. And here we go. Giannis head to the hoop.
Oh, my. That is freakish skill from Giannis.
The Magic trail by 4. And Isaac throws it down.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Turner with a screen on Suggs. Outside Turner. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Tries it from 19. Good on the jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
And we've seen Giannis elevate his scoring ability over time. Great bucket there.
Banchero was screened for Bane. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Jackson. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Instincts and anticipation. Great effort here by Giannis.
Banchero a screen on Prince. Payton for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Suggs with the screen for Bane. The 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Milwaukee.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart play.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. The post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the 3 spot. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky's really the limit.
Shot clock at 6. Bane inside the 3-point line. Top of the key jumper, no good. Jackson with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Here's Turner, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jonathan Isaac. And Stan, you remember this past summer, the story was, will the Bucks or will they not trade Giannis?
It's tough to carry on business as usual with all those clouds swirling. We know how loyal he's been, but questions remain about his ability to compete for a title in Milwaukee.
Carter with a screen on Jackson. A floater, and it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Payne for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. You know, Giannis just entered his 30s, coach, but he's already an all-timer.
He sure is, Kevin. Look, if his career ended now, this guy's still one of the best we've ever had in this league. Unfortunately for the rest of the league, he's still got a long way to go in his career, and they're going to have to deal with him for a long, long time.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trail by 9. And Banchero outside. Outside, Suggs. Isaac with the screen for Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Jackson throws it down hard.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Banchero screen on Jackson. Suggs dishes to Banchero. It's deflected.
Oh, that's merciless. Kuzma plays with such competitive energy. Wasn't letting that shot get off.
Here's Giannis. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
There's Jackson with the 3. That one doesn't go. Suggs with some nice defense. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Kevin, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Bain sets the screen for Suggs. Bain with the screen on Jackson. And it's Suggs missing. Bucks leading by 9. Giannis kicks to Prince. 23 seconds left to play here in the half. Launches a 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Right side, Suggs. Banchero is screened for Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And let's hear from Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint. And you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Guard pair, Porter and Trent. Harris is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Portis a screen on Richardson. From deep, Trent sinks the triple. Trent's got the first bucket of the third here for Milwaukee.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Portis can't get it to go. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. It's a 10-point game. Richardson outside. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
And Porter, here we go. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Richardson kicks to Black. Wagner on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. Wagner's got 5.
Tracking the feed, Franz Wagner locked in on that shot.
So, Stan, you don't see a whole lot of players, 6'10", with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
Well, you sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
It's Richardson on the wing, defended by Trent. Wagner as screen on Harris. Here's De Silva. Again, the Magic score.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
In the season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for Mo Wagner. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs. Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
And Porter, here we go. And a wide open look for Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And the Bucks lead by 6. Magic have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter.
Well, there's Wagner using that size to get a good look on the drive.
Porter passes to Trent. Portis sets the pick for Trent. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Magic trail by 4. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Wagner against Portis. Wagner looking it over. The shot's good. Wagner's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
And there's the drive, and he hits it to tie the game up. Wagner's got 13.
Well, look, it's been a big night for Wagner. He's 6'10", skilled, smart, a really difficult matchup.
There's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Black with it over Porter, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. But and let's take this opportunity now to show you. You are State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, the guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. The post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the 3, the small forward. Banchero against Giannis. Rebound by the Magic. Outside, Bain. to Isaac. Here's Suggs. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The Magic trailing. It's Suggs with the drive. Banchero outside. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And stolen by Prince. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And here is Suggs. Outside, Bain drills it from outside. Bain's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Magic.
Well, that's Bain's go-to zone. You can't let him have a look from there.
Antetokounmpo. And that one is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Suggs against Jackson. Nifty move. Now Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Carter with a screen on Prince. Now Carter. Isaac. Tries it yet again. Plenty of chances, but no basket. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And you know, he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
Bain looking around. Oh, softly lays it in.
Clutch points from Bain. Never scared of the moment.
Suggs against Jackson. Turner outside. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Isaac rips down the board. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Bain. Carter sets the pick for Bain. Now Banchero. Here's Suggs. Does not go in. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turner with a screen on Suggs. Jackson against Suggs. Cleared away by Carter. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
On the wing, Bain. Guarded by Kuzma. On the wing, Bain. To take the lead. Suggs outside. With the clock winding down.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment.
For these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front court to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient, nothing extra special there, just effective.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And a nice finish on the layup.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop it? I don't have the answer.
Johnson finds Young. Releases. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
And that one drops for him. Antetokounmpo has got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The 3, Porzingis knocks down the long J.
The outside shooting of Porzingis. I mean, his teammates trust his ability to knock those down consistently, and he proves they're trustworthy.
A clear look for Antetokounmpo, and Milwaukee tacks on 2 more. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title club.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats. Brent's a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Porzingis with it. Jackson in his pocket. Back to Porzingis. Daniels outside. 5 on the clock. Here he goes. And Turner with the block.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Yes, it's good. The Bucks trail. Antetokounmpo surveys. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey team, Jalen Johnson is great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. 0.5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Young. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Really good passing wing. Shea isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's got 7. He takes it in. The rebound by the Hawks. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Fires the 3. And Daniels gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Kuzma outside. Soft touch off the glass.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Porzingis. 9 points in the game. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
His defender flying by him after that pump fake.
No hesitation on his move to the rim right there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he was really in a good flow that time. Saw the opening, let the play evolve a bit, and then boom, boom.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time. But it doesn't happen often.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Kristaps Porzingis getting it done for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Jackson out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Outside Young. Pass to Porzingis. Fires it. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Kuzma. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Porzingis sets a screen to the paint. KP wrecks the rim.
Really hard to guard Porzingis, especially when he's moving like this in the screen and roll.
And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, nice fake with the layups off the mark. The Hawks lead by 3. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Trey, quick on the take. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
Young misses.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Yep, that one goes.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And it's Jackson on the take. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
And that one's good. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, one of the things I love about Porzingis' game, he's really a terrific catch-and-shoot guy, especially for a 7-footer.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside Johnson. Here's Young. And there's the drive. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well.
Antetokounmpo. Bam.
When he gets room like that, look out, because he will score.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Back to Young. Daniels outside. From outside the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, strong finish that time by Turner. When you need a big bucket, he can seal the deal on the fast break for you.
Porzingis with a screen on Jackson. And Young, here we go. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy.
Oh, wow, how about that?
From long range. Woo!
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Ricochet covering. Robbed. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Antetokounmpo against Porzingis. Rebounded by Johnson. Young with it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
3 points.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. On the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. Okongwu, a screen on Porter. Clock at 4. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Reporter Jr., I think it's about shot selection. Taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Back to Alexander Walker. And he makes it on the layup. Alexander Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Atlanta leading by 14. And he drives in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Trent against Kennard. Stolen. Harris outside. From deep. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Excellent positioning by Porter, setting himself up to save that play.
Pass to Okongwu. Okongwu, a screen on Trent. Kennard for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Carl.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the 3, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
Kennard against Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. Kennard can't get it to go. The Bucks trail by 15. Portis' shot is off. Kennard outside. A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Gay. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Okongwu. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Porter's shot is off. Atlanta leading by 17. Here's Alexander Walker. No good with the triple.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Shoots. Here's Sims. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Outside Porter. It's deflected. Kennard on the wing, guarded by Trent. Kennard outside. And so it's Atlanta looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Prince is out there with Jackson, and it's Turner in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Yep, count it.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
Porzingis for 3. The rebound by Turner.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Young from long range gets the 3 ball to go. And the Hawks lead by 18.
It's another big night for Trae Young. A relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
That's amazing play down in the big boy area, powering that thing down on a much taller defender.
Young from long range. With some arc, and he takes it up and lays it in. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
Antetokounmpo. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Johnson. Back to Porzingis. Another 3 for Atlanta.
This is what we've come to expect from Porzingis. I mean, no let up in his game at all. When he's got his foot on the pedal, he mashes it.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Jackson surveying the D. It's Prince on the wing. From the top of the key, he can't get it to go.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Young against Antetokounmpo. Now here's Young. He's guarded closely. Porzingis with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. There's Young with the 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Jackson, the pass to Antetokounmpo. They get the rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Giannis just doesn't stop working. Plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
And here's Turner from the arc. That one no good. The Hawks lead by 20. Young, the pass to Porzingis. Johnson finds Porzingis. And another basket for Atlanta.
At this distance, Kristaps Porzingis is more than comfortable. I mean, he's got such a nice high release and a really soft, beautiful touch.
And the shot goes.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. Jackson against Young. Shoots over Jackson. Pass to Johnson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Hawks trail by 20.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Hawks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Oh, no good! Milwaukee with the ball. Oh, some nice teamwork in transition. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young fires! Oh, the 3 doesn't go. Kuzma against Young. Here's Turner. Shoots it up. He drills the wide-open jumper. 22 was their biggest lead. Daniels. Oh, and Turner with a block. And so it's Atlanta. All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg.
and thanks for looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risacher. And it's Young in at the point. And for the Magic, the guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. And it's Carter in at the center position. Here's Daniels, hit his leg. And the refs whistling a kick ball. So tonight, Tim, we got a fantastic matchup at the guard position. Indeed, some of the best in the league going head-to-head.
Yeah, this is the very top of the food chain when it comes to guard play in this league. Really no weaknesses out there for either backcourt.
When you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
Bane against Young. Bane looking around. Lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside. Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Wagner passes to Carter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
And the defense searching for answers on how to start Carter Jr. inside results in a foul there.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Pass to Risacher. And the dunk by Risacher.
Yeah, if you give Risacher a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Young with no one around. Off target from outside. Pass to Carter. Wagner looking it over. Here's Banchero for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Outside Daniels. Now Young. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. Inside. And the jump by Porzingis.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Suggs passes to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk. It's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
A nice shot by Carter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement, unselfish basketball.
Banchero, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Shots good from Young.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Daniels against Suggs, and he banks in the layup.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. And he drives in. High arcing shot. Suggs with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero.
Not sure what exactly happened there. It didn't look like they were on the same page.
The Hawks trail. Floats one. Good work there as it goes. Young's got 6. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Banchero. Here's Carter. Shot clock at 5. And Bane, the bucket on the assist from Carter. Bane's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Young's shot is good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And it's Porzingis in at center. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back to you guys.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Bane for 3. Again, the miss by Bane. Reza Shea has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Banchero has screen on Young. Bane finds Banchero. Here's Bitadze. Atlanta with the rebound. Young outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Looking for Young. He gets it there. Daniels against Bitadze. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for Atlanta.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
Bane against Young. Banchero has screened for Bane. And it's blocked! And he keeps control of the ball. Young taking his time here. The tray. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Outside, Bane. Pass to Bitadze. To end the drought over Porzingis. Kicks it out to Banchero. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Banchero's got 5.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent 3-point shooter at the NBA level.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
And that one drops for him.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Well, those types of moves show creativity and determination.
Now, here is Young. 14 points for him. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And Batazzi throws it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Johnson. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Banchero. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Johnson. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Suggs. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first half. Bucks ahead, up by 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Oh, Wagner out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Anthony Black. Then there's Richardson. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. That's out there for Orlando. And here's Richardson outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Richardson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Orlando. Now, Alexander Walker uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 10.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. De Silva with the bucket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And they pick up 2.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Magic are coming together. Paolo Banchero said, "This is a special group. We have something that you don't always see in professional sports. Guys really have each other's backs and look after one another. Not only are we close, but we're really talented and versatile as a team." Kevin, back to you.
A young, exciting team. Allie, we thank you very much. 6 on the shot clock. De Silva, the third shot of the possession, finally falls for him. De Silva's got his second basket. Alexander Walker passes to Krejci. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Kennard. Still scoreless. It's good. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Black. Kennard covering. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Hawks on D. Tips it. Here's Wagner. It's stolen. Pass to Gay. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And finished off by Wagner.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great use of the bounce pass right there, setting up his teammate.
Black with it. Okongwu on him. Alexander Walker with the ball. Back to Kennard. To the inside. Wants to get it to Alexander Walker and does. 4 on the clock. And now Orlando on the break for 3. Richardson hands it from downtown. Richardson's got 6.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Gay's shot is good.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Black kicks to Isaac. Kicks it out to Richardson. To the left wing. Here's De Silva. Defended by Alexander Walker. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Sinks the three-pointer. Black's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Alexander Walker passes to Kennard. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
De Silva, no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Here's Kennard. He has 5. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Black grabs the board. To the inside. Kicks it out to Richardson. And that one's on target from the wing. He's got 8.
When he's had the opportunities, he's scored the ball, but they need more from him.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing clean.
The shot by Carter, nobody. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Hawks lead by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Atlanta.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they have found plenty of opportunity to put it on the deck and take it to the hoop. Very aggressive in that area.
Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. And Young kicks to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Here's Johnson. No good with the layup. Orlando's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Banchero passes to Suggs. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Suggs against Young. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Young outside. Clock at 6. Yep, that one goes.
And this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Suggs. Here's Payne. Young with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Young against Suggs. Porzingis with a screen on Suggs. 6 to shoot. Here's Young. Puts it up. Cleared away by Wagner.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young outside. Suggs with the steal. Desmond Bane, a three-pointer. Good.
This is exactly why they go to him in these spots. These guys believe in his ability to come through in the clutch.
Bane against Daniel. Now Young launches it. That does not go. Dan Carroll looking around. Now Carter. Oh, the slam dunk.
And the hard work pays off big time for Carter, doing whatever his team needs him to do.
Young against Suggs. Young inside. Bane rips down the rebound.
Well, after a great start, he has really cooled off pretty quickly.
This guy has ice water in his veins. Wagner coming through in a big way.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Driving in, and he banks the layup in.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Now Banchero. Here's Bane. Banchero is screen on Young. Cruise it down. What an assist!
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the 3.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
And that's an intentional foul. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. So both teams making some changes here. Wagner. Johnson rips down the board. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Payne against Daniel. Porzingis inside.
Got it! He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan.
to 2K Sports Thursday afternoon coverage of the NBA. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Prince is out there with Jackson, and it's Turner in at the 5. Now here's Banchero. Picked by Carter, just 3 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off the shot here. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Plenty of muscle from Carter on that dunk. Wow.
And coach, some tough luck for the Bucks with injuries to their star players in recent years.
Yeah, well, last season, Lillard went down with the Achilles. Before him, Chris Middleton battled injuries. Even Giannis had his share. In this league, it's not enough to just be good. You need to have some luck, too.
Now here's Isaac. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Isaac.
Well, and that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Antetokounmpo against Isaac. Antetokounmpo, bam!
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Bain surveying the D. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Bain with the hops.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Bain against Prince. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Some serious slick dime dropping out there.
Yeah, how about the awareness there? That is a momentum-building play.
Now here's Suggs. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Turner, a screen on Suggs. Jackson, the pass to Turner. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Magic have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Outside Bain. To the middle. Here's Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
And Orlando has possession. Following the score by Milwaukee.
Oh, Carter Jr. bringing the thunder.
Jackson against Suggs. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
And balancing a roster is tricky, B.A. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get something back.
Now here's Suggs. Hasn't got one to fall yet. He drops it from range.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Isaac. On the wing, Suggs. Defended by Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Isaac, the pass to Carter. Who's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The 3 from Prince. That shot off. Great D that time from Bain. Magic leading by 6. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Banchero surveys. Outside Bain. The three from Suggs. And another three for Orlando.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Wendell Carter, he's been the guy making things happen for Orlando. He put... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Bain against Jackson. Suggs outside. Bain finds Carter. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Back over to you.
Yeah, they've got the personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Bucks trail by 5. It's an even 3-on-3 break. The 3 from Bain. And another miss by Orlando. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Pass to Turner. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Antetokounmpo against Suggs. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Bain. Stolen by Jackson. It's an even 3-on-3 break. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business? Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Suggs surveys the D. Doubled by Turner. Suggs outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Shot clock at 5. And Carroll finds Suggs. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, B.A. certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
Orlando moving the ball around. Oh, stolen by Turner. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying!
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Outside Carter. Suggs outside. From deep, Bain. The rebound by Turner. Here's Milwaukee. They've got a 13-2 run going. Kuzma, pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince.
Magic foul.
Throughout his career, Taurean Prince has continued to prove himself as a reliable 3-and-D wing.
Well, he's an athletic, strong, and confident swingman. And B.A., as long as he continues shooting it well from deep and locking guys up, he's going to have a spot in this league.
Outside Carter. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Bain. Double by Turner. From deep, Banchero hits the trifecta. Banchero's got 6.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Magic trail by 3. Outside Bain. Now here's Suggs. Carter finds Bain. And here's Suggs. And again, it's Orlando with a 3. Now here's Antetokounmpo. It's all tied in Orlando. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Wendell Carter with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, manning the backcourt, it's Porter and Trent Jr. Gary Harris out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint. Wagner outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wagner's got his first points of the game.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Oh, sweet move. And the layup is up and in.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Wagner against Portis. And it's Wagner off the drive. And the dunk by Wagner.
Well, there's Wagner using that size to get a good look on the drive.
Porter gets the bucket.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Drives to the hoop. Black uses the glass to finish the layup. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Anthony Black.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Porter hits them both. And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard controlled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
Richardson against Trent. It's hauled in by the Magic. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Out to Portis. Here's Sims. No made baskets yet. 6 on the shot clock. An open look for Portis. Oh, and he nails it from the high post.
Yeah, when you make your mid-range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Porter, and then Porter with the dunk.
You're coming right at you. KPJ, playing with intensity.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Bataze. Here's De Silva, pounded by Harris. Puts up a deep three. De Silva, no good. For Milwaukee, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Trent for 3. De Silva with a rebound. Orlando leading. Wagner looking it over. Black outside. Wagner with a screen on Porter. Here's Black. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
It's on Kevin Porter. And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control. Really tough to get past him, B.A.
Portis with a screen on Richardson. Trent's shot is off.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
There's the triple, and Richardson hits from deep. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Trent hits them both. The shot, and the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Richardson.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
11 seconds left in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't get it to drop. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. It's the Magic up by 3. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. And it's Ben Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Here's Suggs. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
And it's Jackson on the take.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Outside Bain. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Carter. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Orlando making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. The Bucks trail by 4. Jackson surveying the D. Offensive rebound. Giannis with the finish.
And man, does Giannis work hard on the glass. Being rewarded for his efforts right there.
To the inside, Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
5 to shoot. Second chance shot. Here's Prince. Yes, sir! That one's good!
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
Outside Isaac. Montero! The 3 is off. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Suggs. Turner fires!
And the defense recognizing that Turner can make this shot, which is why he gets fouled.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
When you think about Turner, one of the best shot blockers in the league, who can also score at all 3 levels.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
Jackson against Suggs. And oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Trailing by 4. At the arc, Van Carroll finds his mark.
Oh, no holding back from Van Carroll. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Now Turner. Now Jackson from downtown. And he nails it.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Suggs outside. He launches. Antetokounmpo with a rebound.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Isaac against Prince. Beyond the arc. Oh, it doesn't go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now Bain. And he drives in. Both hands there for a little extra.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now Turner. And stolen by Suggs.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And Carroll with a screen on Jackson. And he powers it down. One-handed.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Jackson outside. For the win. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt, and it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Kuzma, takes a three. Banchero pulls it down to take the lead, and up and in on the layup.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And stolen by Bain. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Wagner outside. Now Carter.
Well, there, Carter Jr. uses his size to his advantage and gets himself to the line.
First team foul. At the line for two.
And that one falls for Carter. And so Carter nails them both. Bucks trail by 4. Jackson outside. There's a screen by Turner. And Carroll against Kuzma. Outside Bain. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Jackson outside. Shoots a three. Carter rips down the board. Orlando leading by 4. And here's Suggs. Banks it home. Big shot.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
Quick two, all net.
Yeah, staying committed inside. Suggs takes the contact, but gets it to go.
Now Kuzma. Turner with it. Fires the three. Carter rips down the board. And Orlando has possession. Outside Bain. Banchero the screen. From downtown. Antetokounmpo with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Kuzma with the ball. He's picked up by Banchero. Turner. Yes, sir!
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's Suggs. So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but it over. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.